Hi guys, welcome back to Miscellaneous Pleasures. I'm finally back with the reaction to the finale of Season 1 Dark, Episode 10 of Season 1. Let me just get started with whatever I saw in Episode 9, whatever written down in my notes, and we'll begin the reaction because I can't wait for it any longer. Uh, First things first, something interesting that I have written down is Noah the husband of Agnes? Uh, I think there was a line that Agnes said to, I think it was Egon or probably was to his wife, where she was like, "My husband was a pastor and uh, he was a, but he wasn't a person of God or something like that." And the only person that we know of is Noah, and I feel like that was kind of a very big obvious hint without actually saying the truth. But then she also said that he was dead, so I'm not really sure if it was Noah or was it that she was lying, or was he like metaphorically dead to her or something. So that was interesting. Uh, yeah, yeah. There was also an interesting thing where Regina saw the stranger's room where he had put up all those pictures and notes and things like that. I wonder if she's going to go to the police with that or something. Uh, I've obviously written down stuff about, you know, Alexander, a couple of things. I mean, we did see his younger version, and yeah, we did see his younger version and fake passport and stuff. Wasn't his name like Boris Niewald or something? So that was something that we did saw, did see. Uh, yeah, Helga, not burnt sun. Oh, this is something that I did want to talk about. I mean, this is something that struck me after, like when I was editing the reaction and things like that. Uh, Helga's mother talks about how, I mean, we have obviously seen her be a bit of a bitch, and how she treats Helga pretty poorly. And then we obviously saw in episode 9 where she has this line where she's talking about how, you know, he wasn't born out of love and things like that. And I sort of neglected it, and I just wrote down whether Helga wasn't like Burn's son or was he like son of somebody else's or things like that. But then the one thing that I did not consider at the time that struck me later was that it was, or it is very much possible that she was a victim of rape or something, though they did not mention that, but it was a time of war. So maybe she was some sort of a victim of that, and then Helga was born out of that. But then there's like obviously and also consideration is that she probably had an affair or something. I think that's what I said in the reaction. I'm not sure. Maybe yes, but then I feel like he was a child of affair, then probably she would love him more than she does right now. This is just a wild theory. I'm not sure if it's going to be told up front, outright, or something like that. I think that's something that it's like strike me afterwards. Uh, yeah, I've written down Claudia, time traveler. I don't remember this. I think it was the last scene in the episode where she gives the blueprints to Thanos, younger Thanos, and she gives the blueprints of that time machine. So yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, I think I can begin the reaction and just react to whatever comes out because I have a feeling that this is going to be a two-parter because there's just so many questions to be answered. I don't think that they can answer it well without putting a lot of information and stuff like that into the episodes. So I think it's going to be a two-parter, but let's see. Here we go. Oh, the episode's name is Alpha and Omega. The day of Mikkel's disappearance. Okay. Oh, okay, so we're going to see what he was doing on the night. Oh. Oh, he's punishing himself for thinking of doing it, I think. Not sure. What's going on? What? Is that a is that like Cisco's sort of thing that appeared in the Flash? What? Is that Mads? Yeah, that's Mads. That's Mads. And he called Toronto, and that's why he was there here, and that's why he lied to his wife that he was somewhere else.
Es geht deinen Sohn.
Oh, this is going to be bad.
Wie ist es?
I mean, at various points of time in this series, they both have been sort of portrayed, not portrayed, but then
Ich einfach da.
there have been seeds of doubts here and there as to whether they were some sort of bad people who have done bad deeds. But then when you see stuff like this, like they are very innocent, apart from the cheating and stuff, but then that's like a completely different thing. Who is this? Noah? Claudia? What? Okay, what?
Claudia.
Okay.
Peter. Es gibt eine Menge, das ich euch erklären muss.
Yeah, you do.
Vorher müssen wir Mats an den Ort bringen, wo er gefunden werden soll.
So they did move the body to
Viel Zeit.
the place where the police found them. I don't get this. Ah, but this has been a very good start to the episode, and I actually have a couple of things to write down. Uh, eh, okay, here's the thing, right? So, what was that in the like? What did Mads arrive by? Like, was that just a stare in space and time? Like, how did he even travel from 86 to 2019? Like, yeah, that's something that doesn't make. I mean, that needs an explanation. I won't say that doesn't make sense. It needs an explanation. Um, yeah. So this actually makes sense as to why Peter was behaving the way he was. Like, if you just was sitting some random place alone, and then something like this happened, and suddenly there's a dead body in front of you, and you try to revive the person, but then they are definitely dead. That's difficult, man. That's difficult.
Wenn du es gewusst hast. Warum hast du es denn nicht verhindert?
Ich wusste nicht, dass er sich das Leben nimmt.
Aber du hättest Mikkel retten können.
Yeah.
Ich habe jetzt noch eine Oma und die ist Direktorin an meiner Schule. Ihr Mann, der nebenbei meine Mutter fickt
Yeah,
und sein
he's
Sohn
having a
Vater ist.
breakdown, and I mean, I don't understand, right?
Von Patent habe ich meine Tante geküsst. Und das Krasse da schief läuft, das sind nicht die. Die sind okay. Was da schief läuft, bin ich.
Yeah, he is right, isn't he?
Ich glaube, das
Like
tut
if Mikkel doesn't go back, then Jonas isn't born. But then that doesn't change the fact that all the rest of the people would be here. Like Partho should be here. Like Mikkel going back to the past, the only person who is probably shouldn't be here is Jonas. And he's the only person who knows about it. I mean, among the group of people that are here in 2019. So, yeah, but then I don't understand what's going on.
normal. Und wie sehr
And I was wondering why he hadn't confronted his grandmother earlier. But then this is probably the first opportunity he has got to do that.
die Vergangenheit ist die Vergangenheit. Aber du lebst im Jetzt. Wer weiß, was die Zukunft bringt.
Ich will einfach nur, dass alles wieder normal ist.
Mein Name ist Egon Tiedemann. Vielleicht fangen wir einfach mal damit an, dass Sie mir Ihren Namen verraten.
Tiedemann.
Oh, Ulrich finally realizes who this is.
My only aim is to take many lives. The more, the better I feel.
Wait, what? Isn't that the song's lyrics
Nein, ich bin Polizist.
from the
Polizist.
86 episode?
Das ist Song aus den 80ern.
Yeah.
Ich kann Ihnen jetzt schon verraten, Sie werden ihn nicht mögen.
Blick in die Kamera. Warum haben Sie die Kinder getötet?
Ich habe die Kinder nicht getötet, ich habe versucht, sie zu retten.
You did not, dude.
Mit Helge gemacht?
You should have killed Helga, you idiot. This is something that I'll never get. Like, I can't believe this is happening. Like, as I said, I mean, talked about this in the 8th episode, or was it the 9th? I don't remember. Ulrich basically had three options in that moment. And he chose the worst option, right? Like, you either go and kill Helga. And when I say go, I mean like he was already there. And he decided to kill Helga, right? Do it properly. Like when I say properly, I mean like kill him. Like you're a cop, you're supposed to know how to kill a person. Come on. Or option two, you decide that doing this is not the right option. You're a good human being. You go back to your own present and live out your life, knowing the truth. But the third option, which he chose, was to hurt Helga, not kill him, wait around at the same place for half the day. Like he hurt him in the middle of the day. He waited like till the next morning, and then fail to run away from the cops, and then get caught, and then get stuck in 1953. Like, I can't believe this is happening. Like, Ulrich, you fucking idiot. And he has only himself to blame, like, really.
Er muss noch leben, sonst wären die beiden Kinder nicht tot.
Wo ist Helge jetzt?
Ist einfach so passiert. Ich wollte wirklich. Was wolltest du nicht? Mich sitzen lassen? Mich anlügen? Mit meiner Freundin rummachen? Du bist ein krankes Stück Scheiße. Genau wie dein Vater.
Ah, you're crossing a line, mate. Come on. Bartosz, you. Yeah, I don't know.
Mann, was soll der Scheiß? Seid ihr bescheuert?
Lass dich hier nie wieder blicken, Mann. Verpiss dich!
What do you mean? Don't ever come here to school, you fucking idiot. You don't own it. And why is he even living like I don't get it. Isn't this supposed to be a school like
Vor Jahren, ich war noch ein kleiner Junge, kam ein Fremder zu uns. Er sah aus, als wäre er im Krieg gewesen. Hat nicht viel gesprochen. In seinen Augen war diese Traurigkeit.
wait,
Manchmal
what?
sind denen, die sterben wollen, aber
He's talking of Jonas?
er hat ein Zimmer bei uns genommen.
Oh, I think he's just talking of somebody. Like,
Manchmal habe ich ihn
you know,
im Schlaf.
he's just talking of somebody else, and it's situation also
Da war er plötzlich
seems, I
ganz
think,
klar.
right to Jonas.
Er stand
I think.
großen Augen und sagte, nichts ist umsonst.
Wer ist der Nächste?
Who is next?
Jonas kam bald.
What? No. Oh shit. Why is she looking at like newspaper articles of 1953? Like, what's that going to? Wait, what? Oh, they took photos of him. Oh, fuck. And they have come back with this music. Okay. And he's stuck in 1953, for fuck's sake, like, you idiot, like, honestly, I can't believe the stupidity of his decision. Come on, Jonas. The thing is, like, till now, we haven't seen any changes in time, at least, not that I can notice anything. Like, but bringing Mikkel back would change a lot of things, like, dramatically. Talking of butterfly effects, it's like a dinosaur effect. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Wer sind Sie?
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Okay, I mean, there's one thing that I do know is that Jonas is not going to die. Like, they're not going to kill off the seemingly primary character of the show in the finale of the first season. That's just not happening.
Wer sind Sie?
Weißt du das nicht?
Wait, it's Jonas? Oh,
Der Brief.
no way.
Du hast ihn verbrannt.
Yeah, it's Jonas.
Und trotzdem existiert
What? Yeah, it makes sense now.
der Brief fast 33 Jahre
I mean, I was wondering throughout the episode how, like,
an dich selbst.
I mean, I did realize that the letter that Jonas burnt was an older version of the same letter. I was just wondering how this guy happened to have it. And it just struck me when he asked, "Who are you?" And yeah, but it doesn't make sense. Wait a second. If this is Jonas, then all the things that we have seen till now of the stranger is Jonas. Oh boy, I can't even think of these things. Okay, so that may, I mean, that definitely means that this Jonas is not dying.
Ich habe dir diesen Brief geschickt. Oder sollte ich sagen mir? Alles, was du erlebst, habe ich bereits erlebt.
Yeah, so,
Ich habe diesen Brief verbrannt, genauso wie du, und habe ihn von unserer Großmutter wiederbekommen.
wait a
Ich
minute.
habe sogar dieses
So,
Gespräch
this
mit ihr
guy-
geführt, nur war ich damals auf der anderen Seite.
Jonas grows up to be this.
Das sind wir nicht. Wir folgen dem immer gleichen Pfad. Wieder und wieder und wieder.
Das ist verrückt! Das macht überhaupt keinen Sinn!
Like, I still don't like, I have to look back to my notes to think, like, all the times that he has seen the stranger, the things that he has done, and like, look at it from the perspective of it's Jonas. And if it's Jonas, then, but still, like, I don't know. Oh, fuck. Wait, so this is how Helga gets dementia? If he has dementia, I still don't know. And then the accident that they were talking of. I do remember, like, it was like 2 episodes or 3 episodes ago where Charlotta, I think, was asking about some accident. Ah, fuck, I completely forgot that. Here we have,
Gleich findet alles seinen
yeah,
Anfang.
Noah. I'm pretty sure it's Bartok. Yeah, Bartok. So he is working for Noah now, as I sort of expected.
Jonas wird das Loch zerstören, aber was er nicht weiß, ist, dass er der Auslöser dafür sein wird, dass es überhaupt
Oh, fuck off.
ein paar
Really?
Das Cäsium in seiner nutzlosen Maschine ist nicht dafür da.
Oh, dude. I literally said this like 2 minutes ago.
Als überhaupt
What if he doesn't succeed with whatever plan he's having?
er denkt, er sei der Erlöser. Aber Claudia hat ihn belogen.
Claudia like that. So Claudia is with Jonas?
Bauern auf einem Schachbrett. Geführt von fremder Hand. Die leben nur dazu da, geopfert zu werden für ein höheres Ziel. Jonas, Mikkel, die Kinder, sie alle sind nur unglückselige, aber notwendige Schachzüge.
Ulrich's phone. That guy has wrecked a lot of things, hasn't he? Oh, there's a song. Right, I shouldn't actually forget to unmute the song at the end of this episode. Here we go again. Ulrich's phone, Ulrich hitting Helga. Like, it's a classic case of I feel like there is no starting point out of this. I need to increase the volume. It's a very good song. He's seeing his father. Still, 33 years on. What's that? Is that a black hole? Wait, Mitesh will surely realize that this is Jonas's house. Oh, this is a brilliant song. And she's going to learn the truth about time travel and stuff. Oh shit, Ulrich. I mean, I do feel bad for Ulrich, to be honest. Wait, what? Hannah is killing herself? What is she doing? Wait, what's going on here? Okay, this is definitely a black hole. I mean, looks black, and he did say hole, black hole, so I'm guessing it's a black hole. But wait, I feel like the song's over. I feel like the song's over. Okay, why do we have Helga on the screen? Wait. Oh, this is. I mean, we did see Helga in like beginning of some episode, right? What the hell is this now? Is this what we saw in the beginning of the episode? No, but this looks much more different to what we saw in the beginning of the episode when Max got dropped into 2019. Wait, so this is how Helga came to this blue room in the beginning of like some sixth or seventh episode, and this is how Jonas like what do you say escapes this place. Yeah, this is what we saw in the beginning of that episode. Okay, so that black hole, I mean, this looks like a post-apocalyptic world. So the black hole that we just saw like destroyed things. Oh boy. Wait, Jonas is not in 1953. He is not in 1953. The whole thing I was talking about how Noah's speech was about Jonas may not be true at the end of the day. Because this is certainly not 1953. This feels more like uh,
Hallo!
this feels more like 33 years in the future. So 2052.
Wer seid ihr?
I mean, they are even wearing COVID masks. I mean, come on. Are you kidding me?
Wo bin ich hier? Welches Jahr ist es?
Ah, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the future. But how much in the future is something that I do not know. Like, it would make sense, I guess, if it's 2052 or something.
Willkommen in der Zukunft.
That statement makes no sense. But let's just go with it. Okay. Welcome to the future, lads. I mean, in all honesty, how does she even know that he is here from the past? So I don't know. That feels more like a cinematic line, realistic line. Wow. Wait, I have so many more questions than I previously had. This is ridiculous. Um, okay. Okay. Okay, so let's just go. I mean, I don't even know how to. Okay, let's just go from what we saw from the beginning. So the first thing that we saw was Mads drop from that tear in space and time. Like, what the hell was that? I feel like I don't know. I feel like is that how he traveled? Like, I don't get it. So let's just forget how that happened and just focus on the fact that it did happen. So Peter was thinking of an affair, and then he came back to his cabin and was slapping himself, and he was saying that line that he usually says, "God give me the strength" and stuff like that. When that thing happened, this there in space and time, and Mads dropped. So the whole thing that we have been seeing about Peter and Tronta, I mean, to be fair, the show did portray them as possibly bad guys, but then we always knew that they had nothing to do with it. And this is what they had to do. They just moved the body. Claudia, like Noah's speech about Claudia to Bartosz. I mean, that's something that I would want to come later, Noah and Bartosz. But talking of Claudia, like, it feels like I mean, I don't. It feels like Claudia and Jonas are in one team, and feels like Noah is killing people for some reason, and then he is in the other team. It's part of the sort of they are both trying to control time travel unanimously rather than share it along or something. Uh, so in his speech to Bartos, he talks about how light and shadow, good and evil, and sacrifices to be made and things like that. So that was, I guess, I mean, sort of indicating to the fact that Noah is in one side, Claudia is in the other. But then what happened between these two is something that we'll probably find out in the next season. The notebook. So the notebook was something that contained knowledge of the future and the past and stuff. But it happens to like some of the pages are torn. Like this is something that I think Toronto or like Toronto Peter conversation they mentioned. So the missing pages is something I'm sure that they'll come back to at some point of time because that just felt like a weird sort of thing. Why would the pages in the notebook be torn? Unless because you don't want the person to see what's there in the pages. Like um and we obviously found out that stranger was Jonas. Like most of the things in this episode haven't really penetrated my head. Like I can't even process half the things. But Jonas being stranger is something that I did not see. I did not see coming. I mean it makes a lot of sense after it was told, but then I have to go back to my through my notes to see like when the stranger showed up and stuff. I feel like the first time we saw stranger was in the second episode. I remember him taking the room and he was talking of time travel and stuff. So he has been time traveling for 33 years. That's a lot. I mean, and the stranger even mentioned the line where he was like, I'm still searching for the answers. I still want those things and things like that. So for like 33 years, he's been doing the same bloody thing. Wow. So Jonas doesn't get any reprieve of any sort, obviously. And the fact that now he's in 2052, I presume, it's not going to make things easier, I feel like. Okay. So, I mean, older Helga's death, like, I still don't understand if Helga at any point of time did have dementia. Like, did he have dementia or was he just always moaning about Noah and he has to stop him and things like that? And then, which eventually people sort of recognized as dementia rather than, or, you or as a person, a crazy old man or something rather than actual facts or something. I'm not sure. Like, I think he was dement, but then he wasn't as demented as other people believed him to be. Um, yeah, another thing that just randomly Ulrich was talking. I mean, the whole Ulrich and Egon thing was funny for a bit. It was informative because he said something interesting. He said that has he even started drinking yet, or like has his wife left him and stuff? And then we obviously saw towards the end of the episode and also in the previous episode about Agnes and Egon's wife. So they are a thing. So I'm guessing that sometime in Egon's life, his wife leaves him, and so that's when he probably starts drinking and stuff like that. That's interesting. And Ulrich obviously mentioned the song. I did not expect the song to show up again. So that was interesting. But the Ulrich thing is really, really frustrating, man. Like honestly, it's so frustrating. It's just I can't even begin to fathom it. Like honestly, how did he even like that was so dumb, dude. Come on. That was as dumb as I have seen anybody do in any show in a very long time, honestly. Like there are stupid things to do, then there are even more stupid things to do, and even below that is what Ulrich did, honestly. So something interesting. Noah, the Noah Bartos thing, that's something that I don't understand. Right? The whole Noah thing is something that I don't understand, but it's different. It's a completely different scenario. I talked about this briefly in the, I think, fifth or sixth episode when Noah is Noah meets Bartosz for the first time. Like, what I don't understand about the whole thing is I'm sleepy a lot. So the thing that I don't understand about the whole thing is why did Noah kill those three kids? Because if you think about it, Eric is a nobody. Like in the show, nobody really cares about Eric or like his father or anything. Yes, his father worked for the nuclear power plant, but then like was it like revenge or something? Like that I don't that completely makes no sense. Like why kill Eric? The next thing that doesn't make sense is why kill Yasin? I mean, Yasin was this random dude who just showed up in an episode and then just got kidnapped in the same episode. And the third person that he did take, I mean, the third person that he did kidnap and stuff was Max back in '86. And yeah, again, another person that doesn't make sense to me. Like, if you think about it, Matt is related to Ulrich. Yasin was kind of related to Elizabeth, but then that's hardly anything. And Eric was just a random dude who sold drugs. Like, I, there seems to be no connection between the three. Like, why pick those three people? Like, if you think about it, Yasin cannot speak. He's very young, and he probably can't hear too. Not sure. Um, Eric is just a random dude. Mads was a guy who was with Regina, who was brother to Ulrich. Like, there seems to be absolutely no connection between these three. That's one thing that I don't understand. I hope to find an explanation to by the end of the series. Uh, the next thing that doesn't make sense to me is fine, you kill these three people, but then why let go of Bartosz and Elizabeth? Like, what is Noah gaining from Bartosz? Like, is it like some sort of trust? Like people trust him? Is that it? Or I don't know what it could be because yeah, like why Bartosz? And the next thing is why take Elizabeth and then yeah, there's another thing that didn't make sense to me. Um right. So the Bartosz thing. Okay, let me just get into the Bartosz thing, right? So Bartosz it seems like Bartosz, Jonas, Martha, Magnus, to an extent, these four were very good friends in their lives before this whole mess started up. And, they probably grew together. They're probably all the same age, here and there, a year or two. And this whole mess starts. And suddenly, out of nowhere, Bartosz sort of has a fight with Jonas. He Noah was talking about how I mean Claudia is Bartosz's grandmother, right? So Noah was telling about how Bartosz is like or how Claudia is a bad person. So essentially his grandmother is a bad person. I felt like Noah manipulating Bartosz was very easy. Like Bartosz doing the thing that's not something that I understand. Like she has sided with the person who has killed kids. And somehow Noah has managed to talk him into it or into joining the group or something. Um, but the thing that has been done to people that he cares about. Like Magnus and Martha are good friends of him, or his. Martha is his girlfriend, or at least she was. I'm not sure about the relationship status as of now. And it's she is his girlfriend, and like Mikkel is a person that's like you can't just mess around with Mikkel. Like I don't understand that. I mean, he probably told Noah probably told Bathos that Mikkel is an 86, but then like yeah, that's not something I understand. Like by joining Noah, he is doing or he is going to do things, or he's joining a group which is doing things which is against to the people that he cares about. I almost feel like he like easily joined the group. Like I don't get it. And yeah, I don't know. I don't want Bartos to be a bad guy, but it feels almost like it's going to happen, and that's going to be interesting. I mean, I have no bloody idea what's going to happen in season two, and that's the funny thing. Like, where does the story go from here? Like, Jonas is stuck in 2052, I believe. And if he is stuck in 2052, how does he even make it back to wherever he makes it back? Because the older Jonas, I mean, he is going to get old at some place. Maybe not in 2019 sort of era, but in some place. So what happens there? Like, what is this fight between Claudia and Noah? Like, what is going on? Like, is it just like supremacy? Is it like controlling time travel? Like, what is it? Why the grudge match and stuff? Uh, so those are interesting things that I think are going to be revealed. How did Helga like what happened with Helga exactly? That's I guess something that I do need explanation on. Um, yeah, interesting things. Very interesting. Mm, I feel like, I mean, I'd probably give this season about 8.5 out of 10. I mean, it has been a very good TV series, and there have been points where it has gotten slightly, I wouldn't say boring, but then it has, you know, a show builds up this tension and drama and like excitement and stuff, and then it has to deliver on it. What right now I feel like is they have made me ask these many questions, and they probably answered this much, and they also added these many questions to the list. So I don't know how to enjoy this excitement because I have so many bloody questions. So yeah, I guess that's also this reaction. I don't really know what else to talk about. Like I don't even know how or where this show is going. I'm pretty sure. I mean, people are raving about the show, so I'm pretty sure that it's going to go in the right direction, and they're probably going to give explanation to most of the things that they are doing. So yeah, I guess I just have to brace the ride, and just go with it. So yeah, very interesting episode. I mean, it felt like a finale, and yeah, nice. Anyways, that's all for this reaction. This is officially the end of season one of Dark. I am planning on making a lot of reactions to Dark now that I've finished this, and hopefully I'll be out with them pretty soon. Please like the content. Your appreciation is most welcome. It's a motivating factor. Please share your thoughts on the episode and what are your thoughts on my reaction, perhaps, or something else. Yeah, and share the video so that a lot of people do watch it and share their thoughts. Help the channel grow, help me grow, and gets me motivated and stuff. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.